All right, good morning, everyone. So, gold has just been really on the move. It's been breaking out like an animal ever since breaking out of this bull flag on the weekly that I was talking about for quite some time. And the move seems to just be getting more and more momentum as it goes up and as Trump threatens to tariff the whole world. In my opinion, what he's doing with the tariffs can be very bad for the US dollar. It might provide a temporary boon to the US dollar, but I think ultimately other countries and everybody's going to work together to find alternative places to get products and services. And therefore, I think the end result is going to be very damaging to the US dollar. And I think that's why so much money is pouring into gold ever since Trump got elected. Gold got an initial dump when Trump got elected, but after that, it's just been absolutely blowing up like an animal. Monthly time frame, bull flag breakout. Right now, the next big resistance I see, the only one other than psychological round numbers like 2810, 2820, stuff like that. We're looking upwards of the upper monthly Bollinger Band. That's all the way at 2,870. And then really, I think the bulls ultimately are going to want to go for that 2,900 and then $3,000 mark. And the gold is rising much faster than the market is. Nasdaq is up 22% in the last year. Gold is up 38%. So gold is very strong. You can see, just look at the way it's moving. There's a lot of momentum here. There's a lot of money going into this. Clearly, it's very, very bullish. Now, there's not even that much volume on the daily time frame here. The volume actually seems to be somewhat dropping off a little bit, which suggests that there's a lack of sellers on the upside. And we all know the supply of gold is limited. So if everybody continues to go crazy for it and buy more and more and more, there really just won't be enough to go around. That's my opinion. We'll see how it keeps going. I like to play it on the Forex market. I hold gold as long-term investment as well. There's ETFs like ZGLD, which is a good one here. ZGLD is a good one on the Canadian side. Okay, it doesn't have much volume, but that doesn't matter because they're going to give you the liquidity that you need in order to buy and sell. This is a BMO Gold ETF, and in this ETF, they hold gold for you in storage. And it has pretty low management fee. I think it's only 0.2%, which is one of the lowest I've seen on a gold ETF. So definitely a good gold ETF to keep in mind and potentially keep in the TFSA. Other stocks got my eye on. IBM, potential for a continued move. I was thinking maybe it might have more juice to the upside. I was looking at psychological round number 270s, thinking it might stop just short around 268. It is overextended here, but this looks like a breakaway gap. It's an all-time high blue sky breakout. There's no previous resistance, and we're up above all the Bollinger Bands. I really think there might be some more juice here. Either that or they might kind of slow it down today. You can see it's already down a little bit in the pre-market. I think there's a potential it gets picked up for some further action here. AVGO, I think this is the strong name when it comes to the semiconductors. I like the pattern, as I've mentioned here. This looked like a breakaway gap. It consolidated for a while. I think it's faking out to the downside, and I think it's ultimately going to go back up and higher, this stock. I lean more bearish NVIDIA. NVIDIA's chart doesn't look as good to me. This looks like a breakaway gap to the downside, opposite of AVGO. It's starting to look like a bear flag on the daily that I think could potentially play out further today. Just got to watch for options burn on this name. But if you're bullish the semis, AVGO, based on the chart, looks like the way to go. It looks the very strong name, AVGO here. Apple up 4% pre-market. I'm not totally sure what to think here. I mean, it's pretty wild that their earnings just didn't even grow at all from last year, and the stock has just been going up. Now it was dumping like crazy. Now it's going up like crazy. So a little bit tricky name here. I'm not totally sure what to think, so I'm just not going to comment on it. Tesla, not interested. Options burn already right around that $400 psychological mark. It just seems they love to burn options on this stock, so I'm just not interested in it myself. And Suncor got a buy from the swing buy. A little bit unsure about that. We got potential tariffs coming this weekend. Trump says it's unlikely to be on oil. That's why I think Suncor got a bit of a boost yesterday. I mean, I am bullish this stock longer term. It looks like it might be gapping down this morning because 55.30 is on the bid. Something to keep an eye on. I still lean bullish this stock over the long term. Over the short term, I'm a little bit uncertain. But the TSX in general looks very, very bullish to me. We had what looked like a bearish head and shoulders forming on the weekly, and it failed. It didn't break the shoulder line. See the shoulder line right there, kept holding. Failed bear pattern is very bullish. I could see the TSX going a lot higher, in my opinion. Despite all these tariffs and everybody's bearish Canada, I don't really think it matters. People can think what they want. Our stock market tells a different story, and it suggests, in my opinion, that we are going higher. See you guys on the live soon.